if you park, then you are violating the law. Yes, yes. Joel, what is it that you don't understand? You should be charged only for your crime you have committed. Why are you accepting the other charges on the sheet? Can you give me an answer? Why are you accepting? Fear? Oh wow, yes. Okay. I have a kind request. I humbly plead, please don't take anything personally. I'm only taking interest in each of your cases and addressing each of you personally. So don't get offended, okay, Sailesh? Joel, don't get offended. How old are you? 22. There are two young volunteers in our organization. One is 19, another is 25. The 25-year-old is Saravanan. 19-year-old is Sibi Maran. I'll give you two examples. Both of them dealt with the police. Sibi Maran is from Coimbatore. He studies in Chennai in a media college. He studied digital filmmaking. He came to Coimbatore with 3 of his classmates to do a music video for Fifth Pillar on anti-corruption. That is the irony. They were shooting in Coimbatore railway quarters in some playground and all that. They are coming back to the city. At around 10:45, 3 police officials of the Coimbatore RSPuram police station stopped them at Lorry Road and say license card. So he showed the license. RC book card. Showed the RC book. Insurance card. Showed the insurance. Emission card. So CB is searching all over the car. He's not able to find the emission certificate. The car is mine. So he calls me at around 11:30. From 10:45 to 11:30, this drama is going on. At 11:30, he calls me and says, emission certificate car இருக்கும் நல்லா தேடு மற்றதெல்லாம் இருக்கிறதா தான் இருக்கும். இல்லாட்டி சாரி சார் தப்புன்னு சொல்லிட்டு தப்பை ஒத்துக்கிட்டு நாளைக்கு பண்ணிடுற எமிஷன் எவ்வளோ ஃபைனோ அதுக்கு சொல்லுங்க சார் நான் ஃபைனை கட்டிட்டு வரேன்னு சொல்லுங்க. He told that. He said, okay, 1,000 rupees. Then CB immediately calls me again and says, he says 1,000 rupees. See, this is only CB. The other guy, Saravanan, did not call me. He dealt with it separately. I will tell that story also quickly. So it's not that I'm not asking you to call me in the middle of the night. CB called me because it's my car. That's all. So what you have to do is you have to know what is the problem, right? So CB did not oblige or budget. On the other hand, he has asked for a receipt. Because we have spoken in this college, he has undergone the same training or session we are doing now. So he asked for a receipt. Immediately the policeman said, receipt kekra, eduk receipt? Ama sir, naanga vandu 5th pillar la indha mari anti-corruption training attend pannirkom. Anti-corruption training. That policeman does not know about 5th pillar. I can guarantee you that. If he knew about 5th pillar and if he knew about what all we have done, he would have immediately let it go. So obviously the 5th pillar, that phrase did not make any impact. But Sibi said, I have undergone anti-corruption training. In that anti-corruption training, they said any rupee that we pay for government, we should get a receipt. And this policeman immediately said, between them they started making fun of Sibi. Then immediately, you know what Sibi did? Sir, yes, a shoe holder. Out of the 3 officials, 1 official did not wear a shoe. And 1 official did not have his name badge. Because they were all on their way back home. They were not on duty itself. They were all going back home. They had a coffee or tea in the Lorry Road on the way back home. Extra and the funny part is, the 0 rupee note was stuck in the front of the car in a larger size. The car that they stopped, the 0 rupee note is now very size, double size. It was stuck. It was dark. Probably they didn't notice. Then you know what happened? They discussed between themselves and they asked me, what are you doing? He said, I am a student. Chennai media college. Media. But please don't use this if you are not a media student. So yeah, that is another cheap thing to do. It's a cheap thing for even media people to do. Because media people cannot say press in their car unless they have got it endorsed by the RTI office. Nobody gets it endorsed. Very few people, straightforward people do that. People simply put a sticker in their car or a printout in their car saying press. That is illegal. And that is a cheap way of demanding your right. All you have to do is show your license and say, I am an Indian citizen. நான் தப்பு பண்ணியிருந்தா என்ன தப்புன்னு சொல்லுங்க, நான் ஃபைன் கட்டுற ரசீது கொடுங்க, உங்க பேர் என்ன. The same same line of questioning you ask, what is your name? They will get jittery. யார் பண்ணி பேர் தான் கேட்குறேன், நான் இந்தியன் சிட்டிசன் சார், நீங்கள் இது சொல்லி பாருங்க, they will be shaken. Just say I'm an Indian citizen, this is my ID. ID கொடுத்தா show your license, this is my ID. What is your name? எந்த ஸ்டேஷனில் சார் நீங்கள் attached? Do all this in a polite manner, only then they get the fear. If you ask in an argumentative tone, they know how to tackle it because they are used to that. They are dealing with all kinds of politicians and criminals every day. So this language they cannot deal with. Talk softly, politely but firmly. Make it known that you are an educated person about the law and that you are unwilling to be a slave to their arrogance. Then they will deal and treat with you differently. If you happen to walk into a police station, walk straight to the highest official. Don't talk to the cops. Tell them you want to meet the inspector. And then go in there and shake your hands with the inspector. Sir, my name is Suresh. Glad to meet you, sir. Can I know your name? Then you will get a different treatment. They will offer you a chair, sit down in front of the inspector, then talk. You are educated people. Again, remember, the inspector is also your servant. They are not the bosses. They are not the masters. We are the masters. And we don't have to think of them as slaves. Their servant is not a bad word. Service, serve. That is my servant. Servant doesn't mean slave. We have to assimilate that concept in our minds and deal with it. And a good number of them are really good people and honest people. If there is one bad vice chancellor, then even a good professor cannot function in a college. He cannot be good. So we need to tackle the top. If there is one bad inspector, there might be two constables who are good, there might be an SI who is good, they can thrive. But if you meet with an SI or an inspector, don't assume he is bad or she is bad. Assume and expect they are good and talk in a good tone. Even if they are bad, they will deal with you in a good way. It works. What I am speaking might sound stupid, but it works. I think both of my friends and colleagues here, they can vouch for it. It is in the way you deal with it. You throw a stone, you will get a stone back. You throw a flower, you will get a flower back. And you do it firmly, you will get it. And before you do all this, get educated about basic things about the law. You don't have to be a lawyer to know the law to get a passport. You don't have to be a lawyer to use RTI Act. A 9th standard student in Rajasthan has used the Right to Information Act on the SP's office in his district because the local police station did not take his complaint for a lost bicycle, a bicycle of this size. And you know what happened? They immediately called him to the police station, they took the complaint, they searched for it. Then he filed RTI again. He filed RTI to the SP's office asking why his local police station did not take his RTI, his complaint for a lost bicycle. Only one question he asked. He did not ask anything else. From address to address, PIO, police station and the district name. And he said, why is my local police station not taking complaint and registering FIR for the bicycle I lost? And they gave an answer. Immediately they took it to the police station and then filed the FIR. They searched. They did not locate. They couldn't locate the bicycle. He filed a second RTI and asked, when will I get my bicycle? If I don't get my bicycle, is the police station responsible or not? You know what happened? This is like a movie scene. The SP, the top official of the district, he bought a new bicycle. He came to the boys' house, gave the new bicycle and said he is sorry that the police are not able to trace it. This is not a permanent solution, but this is the power of the RTI. When a 9th standard student can get it done, I am sure we all can get it done. And even for dangerous cases, I have suggested this satellite RTI. You don't even have to disclose your name. You are welcome to. When you email us, you are welcome to say, I was a student in PSG Institute of Management in this 2013. Now I am working in Bangalore or Chennai or wherever. I found that this conspiracy is happening in this government department. Or you can even take pictures of a government official driving an expensive car, buying a 2 crore house, having 3 air conditioners in his house. This is all fine. This is not illegal. But if you take pictures and give the official's name and the department he or she is working, you or I can file RTI to his department to find out if he has sought permission from his senior managers to buy those products. Because there is a Tamil Nadu government employees code of conduct rules of 1973 that says any government official, government employee should take permission from his immediate manager or superior before he can buy anything worth more than 15,000 rupees. They cannot even take gift for their daughter's marriage or son's marriage more than 15,000 rupees. If they take gift, they have to give a list of all the gifts that they received in their daughter's or son's wedding. That is the problem that they have, and they are the ones who have to be afraid. And by doing RTI petition, 0 rupee note, 5th pillar membership card, you are touching that fear in the bottom of their belly. That fear will come to their throat. They have to be afraid. We don't have to be afraid. Yes.
In case of rural areas, the roads are not made properly maintained by the contractor. Where we can go into complaints?
Depends on what contract work it is. If it is a panchayat work, then we can ask the panchayat office itself. The panchayat office should have a PIO. All the government departments will have a PIO. If there is no dedicated PIO, the existing employee will act as a PIO. In a police station, if there is no dedicated PIO, a junior officer like a writer or a head constable or an SI will be the PIO. If the PIO does not give answers in 30 days, then there is a second officer in the same department who is responsible to give the answers and the reason why the PIO did not give the answer in 30 days. All this attached together, there is a commission called Information Commission. You complain to the Information Commission will penalize them that 25,000 rupees for not giving answers if it is 100 days. It is 250 rupees per day to a maximum of 100 days. Does that answer your question? Yes. Guys, can I request you to stay with one conversation, please? After this, we can have a group discussion if you have time. But please do not distract the session, please.
ஆறு இருக்கு சார், அதாவது ரிவர் இருக்கு. அங்கே வந்து மணல் குவாரி விட்டுருக்காங்க. 2010 அந்த மணல் குவாரியோட டென்ட் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. அந்த டென்ட் முடிஞ்சும் இப்போ செப்டம்பர் வரைக்கும் 2005 செப்டம்பர் வரைக்கும் அந்த மணல் குவாரி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க. நான் வந்து அதை எங்கள் ஊருக்கு நேரம் அவ்வளோதுனால நான் வந்து போய் மறித்தேன். நான் வந்து மறிச்சதுனால போலீஸ் இன்ஸ்பெக்டர் அண்ட் எஸ்ஐ எல்லாம் வந்து என்னை பிடிச்சிக்கிட்டு போய் பாதி விலையில் விட்டாங்க. ஐ மீன் அது வந்து சட்டவிரோதமாக அந்த
Can I ask you to come here? This is like very interesting. This is what you need to listen to this. I really want you to come here. Do you mind? We're talking about fear, right?
Sure.
We're talking about fear. Afraid, being afraid and fear. Go back. Ramalingam says in his village in Vidupuram district, that's where he is from. இதுவரைக்கும் ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் கொடுத்துறான்னு பார்த்தேன். இதுவரைக்கும் கொடுத்துறேன், ஏன்னா லாங்கா இருக்குது. In his village in Vidupuram district, there are some sand mafia guys who are illegally mining sand after the contract got over in 2010. They were official contractors until 2010. They were mining sand from the riverbed. The contract got over in 2010, but they didn't stop. They are continuously illegally doing for another 3 years until now. So he was not ready to accept that. He went there to the site and objected to that. The police inspector and the local sub-inspector took him away. So, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
பிடிச்சிட்டு போய் பாதி வெளியே இறக்கி விட்டார். நான் எதுவுமே பண்ணல, பாதி விட்டார்.
அந்த இடத்துல இருந்து